stay. At a nature park, walking canal type of trail, or even on his sit stay in a public setting. We just watched some bicyclists go by and had no reaction at all. He just watched them. So when he breaks his stays, what I do, I'm just gonna grab his leash, take him right back to the same exact spot, and I'm gonna push his butt back down into that sit, putting him in the same position and starting over with that stay. Very glad he actually broke on camera because he doesn't typically, but I want you to know how to work forward when he comes home and how to keep things positive. So that's exactly how you follow through. If he goes to break again, I'm going to do the same thing, saying that noise, and then I would put him back in the same spot, same position, and again following through until we get towards the end. Starting to get out a little in front of me, so I say easy, and he slows right down. Good boy. I'll try and stay on the walkway. There we go. Henry, come. Sit. Good boy, and that's how we're also working on keeping that recall nice and sharp. It's okay to practice on a leash like this and just say, Henry, come. Good boy. Henry, sit. Get that focus. Good boy, stay. Turn my back to him, changing body language. So having my back facing him and not my face is me breaking eye contact, which is a change in body language. And sometimes a young dog or a dog in training, even a puppy, they will see this as, maybe I can get away with moving and breaking away prematurely. But as you see, he's holding out. He knows he's not supposed to. So we're just gonna take him right back to that same spot, same position. Just gonna grab his leash. We walk him right back to the same spot, roughly, of course. Come back into that sit, just by pushing his butt down and starting over that stay. The reason I push his butt down and I don't just have him go back into the sit on his own is because dogs only have such a short attention span. They only have so much time to be able to understand what it is was asked of them before, and then he starts to smell things and he starts to forget, and that's just very common with any aged dog. So to set him up for the best success, taking him back to that same spot, putting him back in that same position is going to show him that you have to follow through, and we're going to do this multiple times until I give you that universal release word. Otherwise you're going to be sitting there. And I'm going to put you back over there, and that's fine. We just want him to understand he has to follow through. And that's why we throw such a party when he's all done. And we give him such big praise and rewards, and I offer him treats, is because I want him to know he did a great job because he waited till I came back and gave him that release word. So here I'm going to really test him. I'm going to walk right by him. And again, changing body language. So my back is now turned to him. So let's see if he'll self-correct. No, but he stayed in the same spot. So I'm just gonna walk over and I'm gonna push that little butt down. Just like this. You just go like this, tell him sit and stay. I'm not gonna walk straight back at him. I'm gonna change it up. I'm gonna walk over into the grass. I'm gonna walk past him again and then give him that release from the original side I started on. He's so handsome. Gonna praise him first. Good job, good boy. Good job. Yes, good boy. Okay, good boy. Good job, Henry. Good job. Good boy. Henry, come. Sit. Good boy. Good job. Nice loose leash. Easy. Good boy. And as you see there, I say that easy, and he slows right up. One thing is though, Henry really loves to hug the hips, so sometimes he gets you to not walk in a straight line, but that's fine. I'm just glad that he wants to be close and that he knows that that's what I would prefer. So that's him thinking and having handler focus. So yeah, he's doing really great with his leash walking. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna praise him. Okay. Good boy. And that release word of okay. Good boy. This way. Sees another dog over there. Good boy. Yes, very good boy. Wants to see what the other dog's doing, but he's staying very focused with me. Easy. Good boy. So I'm gonna wait till I get that slack that I want. There it is. Good boy. And carrying on. Easy. He's very excited to be here for sure. This way. Easy. Good boy. So before he even hit the end of that leash, he heard that and he definitely put the brakes on. Good boy. Good boy. Easy. Gonna wait for that slack. And if he doesn't naturally give it to me, what I'm gonna do instead is make some noises. Henry, good boy. Yes. And then we carry on after I back it up with a positive marker word. Good boy. This way. Change direction. When I say this way, I'm just going to start walking in the other direction. Oh, waiting for him to go to the correct side. This way. Good boy. This way. There we go. Here's another dog. He's not barking though. Easy. Wants to go say hi. But we're going to hold off because they're walking the opposite direction than us. Yes, good boy, good boy, and lots of praise. So what I'm gonna do though this time is I'm not gonna let Henry pull up to him. I'm gonna wait till they come up and greet so Henry realizes he doesn't get the satisfaction out of pulling up off. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, Monty. So the barking is just excitement. It's nothing aggressive or anything. He's just excited. So nothing about this scenario makes me feel as though Henry is aggressive or like he would do anything to me.
Let's go.
You see his tail wagging. If he was upset, his tail would not be wagging. His body would be really tense and his hair would be standing up. But none of that's happening. Good boy, Monty. I say hi. Good boys. Good boys. Can we step this way just so they're in camera?
That's what he's aiming for.
Yeah. You're being nice, huh? You're being a good boy. But nothing's aggressive about barking. Barking is sometimes just an excitement behavior. Good boy. So I'm going to praise him because he's calm and he's displaying a stick. Good boy. Good job. Good boy.
Let's go, boy.
Good job. So Mike's going to bring Monty back over again.
Let's go, boy. Good boy. Good boy.
And again, when Henry goes to pull up to them, I'm just going to stand my ground. I'm not yanking Henry back because if I do that, I'm building up drive and anticipation. So to deter the barking, how you're going to want to stop this is I'm going to get his focus. Whoop. Sit. Good. sometimes I'm getting a treat or saying hi. If he goes to bark, I'm going to say, get him back into a sit. Good boy. Henry, sit. Good boy. I'm going to tell easy when he goes to hit the end of that leash. Henry. Let me get that focus back with that treat. Put it right back into a set. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Good job. It is normal for a young dog to want to say hi and to get excited. We're getting everybody excited, as you can hear. He's going to pull on the end of the leash. I'm telling and I'm not pulling it back. I'm going to refocus. Boy, good job. I want him to offer me his behavior. Doing that focus back there. Sit. Good boy. Good job. Good. When Henry comes home, I really recommend having a treat pouch. So when you're out and about, you always have that as something to use to motivate him to do what you want him to do. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. So we're going to have him greet one more time. Henry, sit. Sit. Put him right back into that sit. Good boy. Good job. Easy. Hey. Henry. Sit. Good boy. Come on, do you want him to say hi? Come here. Hi, I know. He's like, I'm not sure. But this isn't anything to do with Henry. He's just this type of personality. Good boy. You come here? No, that's okay. Come here. We don't want to put Monty into anything that's going to make him uncomfortable, but I am going to offer him treats. Good boy. It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. You want a treat? No, that's okay. Good boy. Good job. Alright, so we're going to end this on a positive note. Mike's going to praise Monty. I'm going to get Henry to get his focus back on me. Sit. Good boy. And then lots of praise because he's doing good. And again, I don't see Henry having anything like body language that would displace to me that he wants to cause any harm to Monty or anything like that. So he's doing really good. Good boy. Good job. Good. So we're going to have Henry greet another one of our Labradoodles. This one's a little bit more confident. So I don't want Henry to pull up to him. I want them to be both excited, but nothing bad. Good boys. Good boys. And this is normal smelling. Everything's good here. Good boys. Good. Worst thing to do right now is be having tense or tension, I should say, to both leashes. We don't want to build up any tension. So having our hands ready, yes, of course, because anything can always change and shift with body language or behavioral. But as of right now, as you can see, everybody's all good. Good boys. Good boys. I know, try not to get leashes.
Yeah.
There we go.
So, I think so.
Good boys.
They know all about each other.
Oh. So Fozzie is a little bit more of an assertive personality, but not in a bad way. He's just not submissive. Good. But everybody's excited. They want to play. You can tell they're getting excited. Good boys. So I'm going to refocus Henry. Henry. So taking those treats. Hey, I know. He's really excited. Ready? Refocusing. Good boy. No barking this time. We're doing good with that. And the reason I say is because he hit the end of the leash. Not because he's doing anything wrong. But they're just smelling. They're getting a vibe for each other. Good boys. Good job. But they definitely want to play. You can tell. Nobody here seems tense or anything. Henry's not sure. Hi. Good boys. Good. It's just excitement here. Nothing bad. Good boys. Oh, leashes. joyful. Nobody's making any voice noises or anything like that, so everything's good. Trying to make sure I'm not cutting off the camera frame. They're trying to play. Good boys. But yeah, so as you see, Henry here is definitely not being overwhelming. He wants to just play, and I don't see any type of aggression, and we haven't seen any with any of our dogs. But we wanted to give you a scenario where they actually greeted. So we'll continue working on him not pulling up to the other dogs because we want him to mind and be gentle. And as you can see, the barking's not happening with this one, but we'll continue to redirect any of those type of behaviors. Strong boy, Henry. So I'm going to end this on a good note. Whoops. No, you're good. Leashes are sometimes the problem.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to just end this with a sit. Henry.
Fancy.
Yes. So walking away sometimes helps. Yes. Hey, Henry. He's going to say goodbye to his doggy friend. I'm going to get his attention with some treats.
I don't want you rotten. Let's go, boy.
He's going to wait till he gets out of view.
Let's go.
Good boy. Oh, I know your friend leaving. I know. It's okay. Good boy. Henry. I'm going to sit. Good boy. Offer him some treats. Good boy. In this scenario, if we had had something that's really valuable to Henry, like a toy or a really high value treat, it would have been a little easier to gain his focus back. And that's something I do recommend doing, having 2 different types of treats in your pouch, whether it's like a low value, which is regular treats, and then a high value, some cheese or deli meat. And in those scenarios when you need to get his focus back, that's when you pull out the cheese or the deli meat. But we're gonna end with one more sit. Henry, sit. Good boy. See if he wants another treat. Good job, and lots of praise. He did really great, and I would definitely say he's safe to greet with other dogs. Good job. Good. We're gonna have Henry greet one more dog today during this session, and it's actually gonna be one of our puppies. Her name is Susie. Susie's a Giselle puppy, so she's only about, I want to say, like 12 weeks at most. Something like that. Say hi, Susie.
Yeah.
And he doesn't mind her one bit.
See your friend, Susie?
And it is common for dogs to be like, I don't want the puppy to gnaw on me or chew on me. So if she did that and he gave her any warnings or tried to walk away, we would definitely respect that. We don't want him to feel like his signals are ignored and force him into anything, so we're not going to drag him up to any dogs. But if he wants to greet and Susie wants to greet, we definitely are going to let them do so. Yes. And he is such a gentle giant. What a good boy. Good job. Henry. Definitely was more excited when it came to the older dogs, but he's not minding this one bit either. Good girl, Susie. You want a treat? Good job. Henry, do you want a treat? Sit. Good. Good job. Good job. Henry's a sweet boy. And he did really great during all 3 of these drills. Henry's going to say hi too. So to end this positively for both of them, getting them both to sit. Where's Susie? Sit. Susie. Henry, sit. Sit. Good boy. So here we have Henry, and today we are at another park, and we are in the park's parking lot. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to put him into a sit stay and just show you from start to finish. He's walking really great, nice loose leash. Just going to kind of get out of the way so if traffic pulls in, we're not in the way. And of course, safe. So I'm going to tell him sit. Good boy. Drop that leash. I'm going to tell him stay, flat open hand. And create some distance between him and I. Practicing this in as many settings as possible is what's going to keep this command very strong. So when Henry comes home, you're going to want to do some warm-ups, practicing at home for a few days, and then as soon as you're able to get him to follow through at home, start upping that ante by taking him to a public setting where he's going to be working with distractions or in a parking lot or somewhere he's not the most comfortable. And of course, you might have to work up to getting this distance. Good boy. You might have to work up to gaining this type of distance, and that's okay. Repetition and follow through are the most important things, as well as keeping it positive. So when he breaks away like that, he's just coming up to say hi. I'm just gonna grab that leash, take him right back to the same spot, and I'm gonna put him right back into that same position, just gently pushing his butt down, starting over with that stay. That open hand, and again, creating more distance between him and I. And that's just the repetition and follow through I was just mentioning. So making sure that when you bring him home, if he's breaking continuously, keep putting him back in that same spot, that same position. He's gonna try and see if he can get away with any of those puppy antics that he's had, and try to see if he can play you and if you're gonna give in, because he is so cute and he's going to play that cute card and he knows he's cute. So trying to make sure you follow through. And if you have to end because he's just really not doing it, get him to hold that sit stay for 5 to 10, 20 seconds, something along those lines, and then giving the release and ending there or with a sit. And this way you're ending with a strong command, Gonna push that butt right back down. Just gently pushing. There we go. Stay, starting over that. Good boy. Yes, good boy. The most important thing is that Henry enjoys training and keeping it positive and enjoyable for him. Please, I'm telling good boy, good job. And of course the release would have okay. Good boy. Good job. So for this part of Henry's video, I want to explain how we started working on his recall and just show you the few steps. We start on just a regular leash. You could even start with something shorter, then go to like a 6-foot leash, and then we're going to show you the long lead. But what it is you want to start with something short that keeps him close by. I don't want him halfway across the yard, especially when you first start practicing this with him. So to keep it controlled and keep it successful, you start with just a regular leash. I'm going to get some distance. And I'll say, Henry, come. Good boy. Good job, and reward. Henry, come. Yes, good boy. And reward. Henry, come. Good boy. Good job. Henry, come. Good boy. So this just keeps his attention span a little bit shorter because the leash is shorter. And what that means is, because the leash only lets him get so far, he's not able to get over there and smell that tree and lose attention with me. Instead, it keeps him nice and close by, and I can always reel him in. Henry, come. Good boy. Now, if I say Henry and he doesn't start turning his head, I'm not going to say the come command. I want to make sure I have his attention and that his listening ears are on. Henry, come. Good boy. Using those positive marker words of yes, good, etc. You can make your own positive marker word and just use that, like yup. Henry, come. Good boy. Henry, come. Good boy. Now you could even take it up a step further and adding like good behaviors at the end. So you'd be like, Henry, come. Sit. Yes. And what this does is it teaches an automatic sit. So that this way down the road, the more you do this, the more successful you'll be with it. But you would have it in the sense of Henry, come, and he would automatically just sit like that. Good boy. So you wouldn't even have to say the sit command down the road the more you practice it. Henry, come. Good boy. Henry, come. You could even do the backing up game where he has to keep following me. Sit. Good boy. Henry, come. Or he has to keep up with me. And this just changes it up so that he's not getting bored and just stopping the turning around. Because if he's not walking away from me, I can't really do this drill. Henry, come. Good boy. Henry, come. Good boy. Henry, come. Good boy. During this part of the drill, I don't recommend dropping the leash because this is not a long enough leash that if I need to kind of step on it to not have him kind of go do his own thing, I wouldn't be able to do that. With the long lead, you're able to drop that, and I'll get there to explain that a little further. But with this, you want to keep it nice in your hand. You don't have to necessarily go even the whole leash distance from him. This is just enough to get a warm-up drill going. Henry, come. Good boy. When he comes home, you're gonna wanna go back to these steps just to get it where he understands when you say this, you mean it. Henry, come. Good boy. Good job. Henry, come. Good boy. Good job. Good job. Trying to get him to a little further. Henry, come. Good boy. Yes, good. Good boy. Henry, come. Good boy. Good boy. Henry, come. Good boy. Henry, come. Good boy. Yes, good boy. All right, so the next step is going to be to put him on a long lead, which is just a really, really long leash. You've seen this in last week's update when we did his place and I was getting distance from him. This way, if he had broke and wanted to go say hi to somebody or another dog, I was able to just kind of not let him get too far from me. Oops, sorry, buddy. There we go. So just getting the slack so I know where it's at. And this is the one you can drop because it's long enough that if he goes to walk away, there's enough slack I could step on it and deter him from taking off. Henry, come. So when he looks at me and he ignores me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab that long lead and just give a little bit of a tug. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Henry, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Get my treats ready. Always having those treats ready. His timing is super important with reward. I want it to be as soon as I say yes, he would get the treat. So sit. Yes, good boy. So if I take too long and I get him into the sit, and I've already said that yes, that positive marker word, and then I'm fumbling through my treat pouch and then give him the treat, he's thinking he just got a free treat and they worked for free before. So, Henry, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Henry, come. Yes, good boy. Trying to just get some distance so we can do a longer distance recall. Ready? Trying to see if I could slow him down by giving him a sit and a treat, but that didn't end up working. That's okay though. Sit. Stay. Okay, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And that's perfectly fine to do. If you do the sit, stay, and then the come command, always make sure you say that release word of okay first. Otherwise, you're gonna throw that universal word out the door, and we want him to know he can't break until he hears okay. Henry, sit. Yes, good boy. Sees another dog. So when he gets a little distracted by the other dogs, kind of breaking away that eye contact, putting myself between whatever it is he's distracted with, will help kind of cue back in his focus. So this is really great. He's a little distracted. Henry, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Sit. Yes, good boy. Again, cutting off that eye contact and getting that focus back on me. Let him get a little distracted. Henry, come. Again, when he ignores, taking that long lead, giving a little bit of a pressure. There you go, good boy. Yes, come. Good boy. It is a very warm day, so he's definitely warming up. And we do this in small intervals. I want to end on a good note every time, and then we'll take a break and we come back out. So we work on this multiple times throughout the day. Henry, come. There's a little bit of a pull. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Make him sit. Good boy. And it's okay that when he gets distracted, if you're out in a public setting, to work on that stay. Even with those distractions, when he wants to go greet another dog, it's okay that he wants to go greet, but he still has to follow through in mind. So making his mind work and giving him a task, such as just a sit or even a stay, anything like that, will definitely get his focus back into training. I recommend having a high value treat when you are working on things that he's struggling with, or if you're really struggling to keep his focus. Having two types of treats, low value, which is just a regular treat, high value, deli meat, cheese, etc., something that's really good to him. And then when he's struggling, you use those high value treats just to keep it positive. Henry, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Make him sit. Yes, good boy. Give him a little bit of a jackpot, so it means a couple more treats than one. And this way he's like, oh, I followed through and I got more than just one treat. Henry, come. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Sit. Yes, good boy. Good job. So since it is so warm, I do want to give him a little bit of a break, but I figured recording this session, showing you the steps from 1 to 2, and then eventually you would be able to let him off leash. But for the sake of having dogs walking around here and other moms on site, we're just going to keep him on the long lead. Henry, come. Good boy. Sit. I do recommend investing in getting a long lead. And like I said, taking these baby steps when he first comes home, just to assure that you're setting him up for the best success. And starting with those first steps is how you're going to set him up for that, because you need him to understand that when you say come, that you make him mind, good boy. And this way you follow through, because we want him to be successful. I want you guys to be successful. Good. And making sure that he does it. So if he's really distracted, I can always just reel him right in, just like so. You just take that slack and you close the gap. You would say come, he would ignore you, and you would reel him in, making him sit. Yes, good boy. Good boy. And always ending on a good note. So he's doing really great with this here. As you see, he is a very laid back boy. So he's not gonna run at me and get really energetic when it comes to working out recall, but he is being successful and he's doing a good job. Gonna get him a little closer to the camera. We'll do another sit. Sit. Good boy. Give him some treats. Good boy. And then ending with lots of praise. Good job. Good job. Good boy. Good boy. Good job. You said a good boy.